So that was a nice wander around. Got a few cool pictures, a little bit of slow motion video. Just getting used to the 135 Gmaster. Really nice to use. I'm really enjoying using the aperture ring. Just makes life so much easier and faster than using your wheel, or on the actual camera. It's just, I don't know, I've so got used to it using the Rx10iv that it just becomes second nature, I suppose. I don't know why lenses don't have them. It's just a better way of using your camera, really. It's just more efficient. Obviously you can have it on auto and the camera can adjust it anyway, but it just makes life a lot easier. Lovely day, really nice weather, a little bit hazy now, but it's really, really good. So just cruising back, nice country drive, slow traffic unfortunately, but it is 22 degrees Celsius, so it's time to push the auto button and cool the car down a bit because it's actually quite warm. So guys, today I've got the A7r3 with the 135 GM master lens on, and the Rx10, which is covered in spiderwebs. So, just done a couple of shots with this at f4 and this at f4 at 135, just to see what the real difference is between, a lot of money's worth of lens and a lot of money's worth of camera that's all in one. So with the Gmaster lens, as you can see, it's really sharp at f4, but it's still got lovely drop off in the background there. You actually really get something quite nice from the Rx10 as well. Both set at 135 to kind of match as much as possible. Really happy with how that actually turned out. It's surprising how good that camera is as an all-in-one. And this shot here is at f1.8 with the A7r3 and the Gmaster lens. Unbelievable bit of kit. It's probably the best lens I've ever used. But then again, the Rx10 Mark IV is probably the best all-in-one camera I've ever used. So crazy. This is f1.8, and it's just awesome because you can focus so much closer than the Sigma 135 art series lens. But we're just going to do some slow motion of this little sprinkler here because we can. So let's go HFR. I'm going to do it at 500 frames per second. Going in on it. Benefit of this is you've got the 600mm to play with, so I'm not actually going to get wet. Even 500 frames per second isn't that slow. So at real speed, in our eyesight, you couldn't even see that spinning around. It just looked like water spraying everywhere, all over the place. But obviously when you film it at 500 frames per second, you can see there that it's actually rotating. But honestly, you couldn't see that at all with the naked eye. This is from the Rx10 Mark IV, just a wide angle shot. Just quite like the shadows and the way the water and everything looks. The water's actually really clear, but obviously I didn't have a polarizing filter or anything on. But just as a snap out of the camera, really, it was pretty cool. This shot here at 600mm, you can see right the other side of the lake. Just love the way the trees are backlit, and there's an old sort of walkway thing there, which was completely rotten, so it's obviously very dangerous to go and stand on, but it just adds to the shot. This is from the A7R3, different angle, but not that much further away. It's quite a bit closer, but not really a huge difference. But that's just cropped in from the 135. As you can see there, it's pretty good still. The next shot here is a tree. It's a really cool tree. It's just on its own, bang backlit again by the sun. Really cool shadow, and straight out the camera. But the way the colours and contrast and stuff at the moment is really cool. I love the shadow on the ground from the actual tree and the branches and the trunk and everything. That's really cool. This is zoomed in. This is f5.6. If I shot f1.8, too much was out of focus. So basically, utilising apertures. This is at its closest focal point on the 135 GM lens, and also did a daisy as well. This one is shot at f1.8 because the daisy is a shallower flower head, so it's actually pretty good. But you can see how much softer the background behind the daisy is, especially when you're wide open like that. But what a lens! I really love using it. And then I decided as I was wandering around, doing some slow motion with the RX10. And the fact you've got the 600mm to play with, it gives you so much scope to capture these little things, especially 500 frames per second works really nicely, especially with moving water and things like that. You can see the bubbles there. Over to obviously the waterfall itself. It's only a small one, but added to the thing there. Hoverfly of some sort. There's one bit I was trying to capture them in flight, and I was failing miserably because just in HFR the camera focuses a little bit slower, and then you obviously got to lock it off. But obviously if they're on a plant like this, you can preset the shot, which makes a big difference. Another animal there. I think it's either a hornet or a wasp, but I think it's just a big fat wasp that flew off, but just caught him. This is the hoverfly, 300mm. So I kept it a little bit wider angle, but really difficult to actually capture. I really wanted a close-up shot in flight, but it was almost impossible. I almost got it a couple of times, but gave up. And then goose here, just having a wash. But it's just really cool watching the water sort of just wash off their back. Really cool watching them do that, and that's happening at some serious speed. More than that. And this is, I think it's a thrush. It was so fluffed up, I couldn't really tell. Someone might be able to put me right there, but really cool. He wasn't really bothered I was there at all. Plane flying over quite low, as you can see there, 600mm. And this is where the RX10 comes in place. This is my big lens now, so I've got rid of my 150 to 600, and it's just in the bag. It's a second camera. The fact you can do slow motion and wide angle to 600mm f4 as well, it just works. Like this shot here, sharp as you like. Put on spot focus on the smallest dot, point, straight past all the little bushes, the branches and stuff like that, and straight on the eye of the blackbird there. Obviously, the RX10 doesn't have eye autofocus for animals, but it does have eye autofocus for humans, and it works really quite well. And a pheasant which was watching me with beady eyes, but managed to get a shot there, which was quite cool. I shot at 600mm f4 again. The light was lovely, high shutter speeds and everything to capture really nice sharp images there. And then this is the RX10 can focus down to 92 centimeters at 600mm, so I managed to get this shot of this little spider, this tiny little thing. But he's obviously green, which is kind of cool because he kind of blends in with the vine leaf there, which worked really nicely. And that was it, guys. So it was just a case of heading home, come and have a look at the pictures. But really nice day out. Just a little wander around the woods and the lake and everything there. Really nice just to play with the GM lens a bit more, the 135. Really enjoyed using that today, and obviously RX10 is always a winner as well. So anyway, please subscribe, please click the notification bell, please ask questions about anything I'm using, all my equipment. Happy to help if anybody's thinking about buying anything or blah blah blah. It all helps. I know helps you guys, which is fine by me. And let's say keep watching. Thank you very much.